The citizenship process is getting little faster than how it was earlier. Anything that is related to arrest, you can apply for your citizenship. One of the spouse can be an Indian citizen, whereas the other spouse can be an US citizen. Definitely that's doable. Welcome to the Law Offices of Mary Kennedy. Today we are going to discuss about eligibility to file your citizenship. There was an meeting that's free service, that was voluntary service that was happening in Chicago Tamil Sangam. The frequent question they asked for people who got their green cards in the 20 and the 21 period of time, and then they are in the process of preparing for the citizenship. So as you all know, 5 years when you're on an employment-based green card, then you have to wait for 5 years of completion to become eligible. So when can you apply is 90 days prior to that 5 years term. That's when you become eligible to apply for your citizenship. You don't have to wait for 5 years. You become eligible just 90 days before that 5 years and you can apply for it. So in general, when we see the pattern in the last 6 months, I would say the citizenship process is getting little faster than how it was earlier. Earlier, it used to take 12 to 15 months on an average. Depends on the state where it's getting processed. For example, the state of Illinois, we are seeing that it's getting approved in 4 to 5 months. And all that I would say is when you're eligible for it, if you don't have any other records, like a DUI or a domestic violence or anything that is related to arrest, you can apply for your citizenship. And definitely there is little more of detailed scrutiny and everything. But as long as you become eligible, you can go and apply for it. And there is a concern as well. Even in today, we heard the question, what do I do about owning properties in India? Unless you are going to go back and buy some agriculture property, other than that there is no limitations. But again, it's a subjective question as well. You need to analyze. And then also one of the spouse can be an Indian citizen, whereas the other spouse can be an US citizen. Definitely that's doable. Most of the families as well do that, just to retain the Indian citizenship with one of the spouse. That's completely doable. And then you can also file for the other one. And more important, as just an additional question, when you are in the green card, what should you be doing? See, anytime you travel to India, some questions are like, I had been traveling to India more than 2 times a year or 3 times a year, but I stayed back only for 3 weeks or 2 weeks. That's totally fine. Number of times doesn't limit as long as your stay doesn't exceed the 180 days. So as long as you're back to the country within the 180 days, then you have shown the intent to be a permanent resident based on the green card. See, when you transition between green card to the citizenship, is when you are having a green card, the intent question arises how serious you are to maintain your permanent residency. So that's what the port of entry or the USCIS, when reviewing your citizenship documents, that's what you're there looking forward. So as long as you have maintained it, the frequent travel, because we all have families back in India, so you have to go out of country. So maintaining that shouldn't be a problem. So you can definitely apply for your citizenship as and when you become eligible. And for any questions, always reach out to our office and we can definitely support you on that. And please subscribe to the channel so that you can get more information related to all these. Thanks for watching.